know what you're thinking. I look like a mix of Ellen DeGeneres and your Uncle John. But at least I look good. Yeah, I am a 10. What can I say? Oh, I hit my knee there and my leg kicked up. I got good reflexes or whatever. That's good.
TAC TV presents Go to Bed with Jonny. And here he is, that beautiful piece of man. That is Jonny Thomas Appleseed.
Nice. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Go to Bed with Jonny. I am your host, Jonny Thomas Appleseed, and we've got a lot of news for you guys today. We've got one new segment for you, but before we get into that, we might as well jump into our first segment of the day, which is Broken News. First up in Broken News, we've got another cast member from the show on Netflix, Queer Eye. This is none other than Antoni. Oh my gosh, Antoni's probably my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I just like Antoni. He's cool. But it sounds like Antoni and his longtime partner, Kevin, are ending their engagement. The quote says, after many conversations and reflection during the wedding planning process, Antoni and Kevin have amicably decided to part ways. A representative for Antoni made that statement. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. It was a long period of time, and they have decided to end that relationship. Just like me, and in my relationship with Giselle. We'll get to it in the pillow talk, okay? Don't have time for it right now. Also in the news, I don't like to get serious on this show unless I absolutely have to. And there has been some news here today that unfortunately there was a car explosion on the Rainbow Bridge at the U.S.-Canadian border in New York. This bridge crosses near Niagara Falls, and this vehicle explosion appears to be a deliberate attack. 2 individuals have sadly passed away because of this incident, and it is heightening the fear that is going on in our country at this time, and the fear that is all around the world at this time, because we are living in some very scary times right now. So hug your loved ones, and just be aware of your surroundings. And if you see something, say something. Our thoughts go out to the families of those lost, and I really hope that we don't have to see more of these incidents occurring. But New York is on high alert at this time, just being aware of other possible situations that could occur similar to this one on the Rainbow Bridge. And as soon as we have any updates on this, I will be sure to share them with you right here on Go to Bed with Jonny. Also in the news, we've got none other than Odell Beckham Jr. and Kim Kardashian, who, I had mentioned, they've got a little bit of, possible relationship happening. There's some romance going on. Apparently, Odell Beckham Jr. is terrified of the Kardashian curse. You can't just say that when you're dating one of them. That's awful. They are reportedly in a relationship, but it's very, very hush-hush, because they want to keep it private, So we'll hear about it in the next season of the Kardashians, I'm sure. Very interesting. It's a very interesting romance. What do you think of this pairing? Do you like them together, or would you just say, I don't care, stop talking about it, Jonny? Let me know in the comments. Well, guys, that's all the broken news I got for you, and I know it was quick and fast and short, and there were only 3 pieces of news in there, but there's a reason for that, because we've got a brand new segment that's going to take up the majority of this episode, okay? So it's time to jump into our new segment that we like to call See Ya in the Movies. This segment is going to be the place where I get to jump in here and share all of the news that I have surrounding the major motion pictures, and everything that is going on in that Hollywood environment. So, first up in See Ya in the Movies, who are we seeing first? Well, it's actually someone we won't be seeing in this movie. We are talking about Scream star Melissa Barrera. Melissa joined in on the Scream franchise with the 5th installment and the 6th installment of the series, okay? Rebooting this franchise, bringing it back to life, getting those slashes out there, and dominating the box office. But it turns out that Melissa has been fired from Scream 7. This is crazy news, okay? They surrounded the entire reboot of this franchise around Melissa's character, Sam. So, what do these movies look like without her? Why was she fired, you may be wondering? Melissa was resharing a post that accuses Israel of genocide and ethnic cleansing, and one from Jewish Currents magazine about distorting the Holocaust to boost the Israeli arms industry. Spyglass quickly cut ties with Melissa as soon as that post was made public on her social media, and Spyglass has made a statement on this situation. Spyglass's stance is unequivocally clear. We have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or incitement of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech. As this news broke, Scream fans everywhere started rallying behind the actress, getting her trending on X. People are upset because they believe what Melissa was sharing was nothing wrong. She simply stated that genocide was wrong, and she was calling for a ceasefire. But apparently there was one post in particular that she reshared to her stories that stood out to Spyglass as anti-Semitic. It is also now being reported that Jenna Ortega will also not be reprising her role in Scream 7. She had asked her management team to get her out of her Scream contract, and it sounds like it has happened. With that occurring, the studio has now been forced to essentially restart and rewrite the entire plot to this movie because, let's face it, these were your two main stars of this film. The entire plot of the last two movies have surrounded these two characters, and it was set up to follow them in the continuation of these stories. Without them, do they have a Scream movie? This is not the first incident with this franchise and Spyglass that has gotten fans upset because Neve Campbell walked away from Scream 6 because of disagreements in pay. They were not willing to pay Neve what she was worth for the franchise. She was the face of the franchise for years, for 4 whole movies, and then came back for the 5th. And then the 6th, they decided not to pay her what she believed she was worth for what she has given to this franchise, which, go Neve. She was rumored to be returning. Patrick Dempsey was rumored to be returning, Courtney Cox. All of these people were coming back. But this might put a dent in all of those plans. I don't know if any of these stars will come back for this movie and will just plan to stand with Melissa. What are your thoughts on this situation following Scream? Let me know in the comments below. I will be sure to update you as soon as I have updates. Also in the news, we've got... I think I should probably start decorating a little bit. Merry Grinchmas. Be merry, not a Grinch. Okay, I'm gonna put that back here by you, Oliver and Lucifer. And Trevor, this one's going right here, okay? Because remember, don't be a Grinch. I put out Grinch pillows because guess what? I got some news about the sequel to the Grinch, the live-action Grinch movie with Jim Carrey. There were rumors going around a while back that Jim Carrey would be reprising his role as Mr. Grinch himself, but a rep for the actor has come forward and stated that those reports are inaccurate and Jim is not currently signed on to reprise his role. But this movie is happening? A Grinch live-action sequel? Without the Grinch. You can't do it without Jim Carrey. I don't want it. You pack it up, Like the Grinch packs up those Christmas decorations and you load it on your sleigh and get the heck out of here, okay? Oh my gosh, I would be so upset if they tried to reboot the Grinch movie without Jim Carrey, the Grinch, okay? They'd have me out there saying, "Where are you, Jim Carrey? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? My world is changing. I'm rearranging." Is that the lyrics? I don't know. I do love that song, though. I love that movie. Grinch, it's so great. Also in the movies, we've got Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. Okay, this is crazy. We are talking, obviously, about the Karate Kid, okay? Sounds like Jackie and Ralph are out there looking for the next Karate Kid right now. This is crazy. The worlds are gonna collide. You know how they did the remake with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith? Now Ralph is joining Jackie. This is wax on, wax off. Sign me up. I am ready to wax on, wax off and get back into the karate spirit with the Karate Kid. I'm excited for this. Are you going to send in an audition to be the next Karate Kid? If you are, you should send some to me. I would love to see them and react to them and, either cast you or say no. Also in the movies, we've got Nicole Kidman talking about her experience on working on Big Little Lies, okay? Nicole Kidman raved about her experiences working with Reese Witherspoon and the rest of the cast during a recent Q&A. It sort of came along at a time in my life when I had my children and I was thinking I was going to retire, and then this situation came along where Reese Witherspoon and I were able to produce that show and create that show. And then she continued by saying, "And all of you watched and made it a massive success, and we will be bringing you a third one." Oh my gosh, a third season of Big Little Lies? That's crazy. Are you a fan of Big Little Lies? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I love Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman. Okay, I think they're great. And it's a very well done show. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you excited? Are you? Or is it just a big little lie? Also, in the movies, we've got Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. But season 2, I think, is premiering on Disney Plus every week right now. New episodes. But this is not sponsored. Tim Allen was recently on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy asked him if it was true that Toy Story was going to get a 5th movie. And Tim Allen said, "Look, Bob Iger said that it's happening. And he said, Tom and I have been approached about it, but I just wouldn't do it unless the story was great. And apparently the writer has stated that he would not do this if he didn't do it right." So I'm intrigued to see. I believe Tim also has stated that he would like the movie to be following Andy as an adult and Andy's kids, which I think would be great. Let's do it. Come on, bring on another Toy Story. Would you want to see another Toy Story? I think we all would. Right? There's a snake in my boot! Okay, yeah. You are a toy! Yeah, that's great. I love it. Well, guys, I think that's all the news I got for you. Jeez, so much movie news. Should put me on the red carpet, okay? I'll interview all those celebrities and get all of the tea that I know you guys really want. Not this BS that you don't really care about. Okay, I'd make it interesting for all of us. I think it's time for you and me to do a little bit of, pillow talking. Okay? Yeah, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna use my Grinchmas pillow, actually. Okay, guys. Jeez. I feel like I need to apologize to you. I feel like the news today was just kind of heavy. I don't like being serious. Yeah, it was just heavy. A lot of heavy things are happening, okay? I worked up a sweat doing this news today. Anywho, I told you I would tell you what happened with Giselle. Well, the fact of the matter is, once a cheetah, always a cheetah. And get this time, it was a plumber.
Okay? You know how I told you she had been cooking me all this food? Well, I decided one night I'm not very hungry because it's coming out of me like a slip and slide, okay? Just sliding out. So I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it tonight, okay? So she put the extra food into the garbage disposal and then she turned it on and she said it wasn't going down. Something's wrong with it. I'll get a plumber in here tomorrow. And I said, okay, whatever. I ain't doing it. Okay, that's dirty work. I can't get my hands too dirty, you know. So, anyways, the plumber comes. I step out of my office where I'm doing my very important work that is like life changing for most people, changing the world one episode at a time over here. But she's out there, and let's just say she had a hold of his monkey wrench. Okay? Yeah, sick to my stomach. So, what did I do? I did what any stable, sane individual would do, and I took everything of hers that was here in my home and I piled it up and then I threw it in the trees. So she's probably still out there actually climbing up in those trees trying to get her stuff down. I'm just hoping the squirrels attack her. Trevor, come here. Do you think if I sent you outside, you could maybe like have your squirrel buddies attack Giselle? Yeah, she's a no good cheat. Oh my gosh, I got a Tinder notification, Trevor. Special offer, today only 50% off Tinder Platinum, Trevor. That's crazy. Anywho, you get your friends after this. We gotta do the outro, okay? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys on Friday with a whole bunch of hopefully a little bit lighter news. I love you all. Good night, everybody. Good night. Yes. Oh my goodness. Should we go check on Giselle, Trevor? Maybe sick a few squirrels on her? Say, you like nuts so much, Giselle. Here, take this. And just start chucking them. Acorns and peanuts and whatever else squirrels eat. Yeah. Can't wait till the next one, Trevor. I do love crazy. Keeps my life exciting. Yeah. Go to bed with Jonny.
Dak Buster.
Malibu Nights. Will you talk dirty to me?
Different unique takes on movies and TV shows.
A word, because every episode is a drinking game built in.
Always. Is this the it puts the lotion on?
Also in the news, we've got it's not a beauty fair. That is someone's burger.
The Red Bull enhances the drunkenness.
Huh?